The standard way to work with Claude Code is with text. For 90% of what you do, that works. You can write a script, you can refactor a function, you can draft an email, and text handles all of that. But there are some problems where text isn't actually the right format. So if you're designing a thumbnail, for example, you want to see the layout, you want to see where the face goes, you want to see where the text goes, what needs to change, and that is actually a visual problem. Or, for example, if you're mapping out a workflow, you want to see the steps, you want to see the branches, you want to see the bottlenecks, and not just read them from a list. And so that is exactly what playgrounds are for. Those are a new Claude Code plugin that helps you build a visual interface in seconds. You describe what you're working on, and it generates you an interactive page where you can actually see and interact with the problem that you have at hand. You can tweak things visually, you can make your decision, and then the playground gives you a structured prompt that you can paste back into Claude Code. So it knows exactly what you decided and it can act on that. So in this video, what I want to show you is how playgrounds actually work. I want to build a few playgrounds live with you, and then I want to give you some ideas on how you can use those in your own work. Let's get started. So before you see the demo, I want to show you how to actually install this new functionality. This is a plugin, and the way to install plugin is you can open Claude Code and then you can type slash plugin. When you can type slash plugin, you will have this specific interface over here. You go to marketplaces over here, and then you will need to add a URL. So the URL that you will add is the official Anthropic URL. So I will add this over here. And this will add all the skills that are available from Anthropic. And then from here, what we can do is we can search Playground and then install the Playground skill. And let's install this for me. And so right now, Playground is enabled for us. The first example that I want to show you is an automation mapper. So essentially what I want to do is I want to create a playground that would help me visualize an automation so that I can go through that specific automation with the client and we can see visually that during a call together. So what I can do over here is I can have a prompt and say something like, hey, using the playground skills, I would like to create an automation mapper. Essentially, every time I'm on a call with a client, what we are doing is we are going over their own automations, and so I want to have a way to visualize that automation live on a call with a client, and then every single time we create the actual automation, I want to have a prompt at the end that I can use and I can use with my own automation planning skill to create the final automation planning document. So the following automation will create the playground, and it will take a couple seconds. So the prompt finished building and created a playground like the one that we have over here. We have a left bar where we have all the different information about the client, and then we can add the steps to that. And then over here, we will have the visualization of what the flow would look like. And at the bottom, we will have a generated prompt. So let's start adding a couple of information over here. So let's add the client name, lead, intake, automation, and then what problem are we solving? We can say something like speed up lead intake. Okay, so over here, just a quick client context, and then we could have the different steps. So for example, let's say a trigger, person fills a form. What does this set do? Trigger the workflow. And then let's say Google form, for example, and then add this one. As you can see, it creates this initial part over here, and then we can add an action, for example. So the action is add to CRM, add the form info to the CRM, and then here we can use something like HubSpot as an example. So we will have this added over here. And then we can have something like a condition. So let's say something like if deal size is greater then 10K. And then we could say something like send Slack notice to A. So as you can see over here, we created a very simple flow pretty quickly. But at the bottom over here, what we have is we have a generated prompt that we can then pass over to Claude Code, for example. So in this instance, what we can do is we can copy this prompt and then we can go back to our Visual Studio Code instance once again. And then we can paste this and say, use the automation planning skill to create this automation. So what we can do over here is we can plan out an automation visually, and then we can pass the prompt that was created by the system here about what are the different steps, what is the workflow, what is the trigger to Claude Code, so that Claude Code could actually come up with the automation plan that we can send over to the client. So this is something that is really quickly and can really help you out in speeding up development, speeding up discovery for clients for this specific use case. Now, let me show you also another different use case, which would be something different, which would be something more creative based. So I'll use Claude Code for this. Hey, please open the thumbnail designer playground. This is something that I already built for you so that we can speed up the process over here. So yeah, we'll search for terminal. I was mentioning like thumbnail. Okay, and it will open this one. And so, for example, now I have a new playground directly over here. What we can do is we can mention what is the video title. So let's say that the video title is Anyden versus Cloud Code. We could have the thumbnail goal directly over here, and then we could have like the different actions and the different things that we could do, as well as adding a thumbnail directly over here. So let's add an example of a thumbnail directly here. So let's add something that I created previously. So this one, for example, and then what we can say is we can add specific things. So in the logo, here I can say contrast, so I can also have specific annotation with specific things. So uh, please make this whiter, something like that. And then let's say remove, and then we can have like remove the text and add that. And all of this will, again, create a generated prompt that we have over here. And so what we can possibly do is we can take this prompt if we really wanted to, and we can open a new session. And with the new session, we can say something along the lines of use the thumbnail AI skill to execute on these changes. And then what I can do is I can just link the picture. So let me link this. And then the system will use the thumbnail AI skill that I added within this workspace to actually execute the changes that we mentioned over here. So as you can see over here, this is really powerful because we can go from visual that we have over here to specific changes that we want to do to a prompt that is already generated, and based on that we can actually perform specific actions. Right now I showed you a couple of examples for automation work or creative work, but keep in mind the use cases here could also be coding related or anything that is visually related. So if you want to visualize something and if you want to have an understanding of how you can solve that specific problem, and the visualization will help you more in solving that specific problem, you can build a playground for that, and then you can use the specific features that the playground gives you, and have the prompt and finally use the prompt to create the different changes. So yeah, this is it. This was a quick one, but I think this is really helpful and you can use this feature more and more. By the way, if you want to learn more about the different building blocks of Claude Code that really complement playgrounds, you can check this video over here.